So you broke your pull start cable and you need that generator, snowmobile, four-wheeler, or whatever it is fixed and going. I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's get it. Alright, to do the job, you're going to need some needle-nose pliers of some kind, screwdriver, socket set, vice grips are helpful, and a replacement pull cord with the handle if your handle's broke, but just without it if it isn't. And if you got all kinds of stuff to fix, I suggest you get this roll off Amazon. That's about $30 and the other one piece is $10. So if you're fixing a lot of stuff, it's worth it to go the extra mile. And a lighter and some scissors. Start by taking the recoiler bolts off. They're usually 8 mil. This one has 4 of them. This one over here has 3, but they're 10 mil. After your recoiler's off, go ahead and pull all of the string there is until the spring is maxed out. So for us, it's right there. So what you want to do is put your screwdriver right in there to stop it from moving. Pretty easy. And pull this out. And replace with your new piece. After you get your old rope out, kind of measure it up with the new one and allow for a few extra inches on either end just to account for a knot. There, and then once you're at the end, you want to tie a good knot. That's actually going to be on this end here. Let's see if I get that in frame. There, so you can just do a regular double knot if you want. I like to do a little loop, get a little fancy, just like that there, kind of like a figure 8 knot. And then pull that real tight. And the reason for that is you get a wider knot at the end. It's much harder for that to pull through that little bit of plastic. Just a quick little tip. And then cut the excess off on the end and give it a burn with the lighter. There, you're almost there. All you gotta do is thread this through this little hole back here. Now I know that's much easier said than done. Sometimes it can be a problem. A coat hanger sometimes works to get that through there if it's a really tough fit. Some are worse than others. This one's obviously not too bad. I got it on the second try, so get that pulled through there. And there, once you get your knot back in there, grab the rope with your other hand and release the tension. And then slowly let go. And it'll wind in for you. And then all you gotta do is put your handle on the back side here. Alright, now you're ready to put your handle on. So make sure you burn the end of the rope to make it a lot easier for you. You're just gonna put it right through this hole. Once you got it pulled through, grab some vice grips, pull out your rope a little bit, and then put the vice grips on the rope so there's some tension on it. And that way there, when you push your handle up and you make your knot, there will be some tension on it, and the handle will suck right up into the recoiler. Once you got your knot tied and in the groove, just release the tension. And there you go. It's in there. It's a quick test. Give it a quick pull. Make sure your little teeth come out to engage. Oh yeah. Now just reinstall your bolts. And there it is. It's the handle there. See? Sits right on top of the recoiler real nice. This is a weird design, so it doesn't have a pull through, so sometimes it will have a little cable pull through here on this side. You can see this one doesn't, so keep in mind if yours has one. And also the position of this handle. I mean, it's obviously can't be over here or down, so that one's kind of obvious, but sometimes they're not as obvious. Now we're going to go to this model. Okay, so what if you take your coiler off and you don't have any rope or anything left? Well, there's a different procedure for that, and I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, so basically what you want to do now, this has no tension on it, so you're going to have to recoil it up again, since it has no line on it to begin with. So usually, depending on the model, this is a Champion right now that we're working on. Usually it's about 5 or 6 turns. So you just want to grab this whole thing and turn it 5 times or 6 times counterclockwise. And I mean, it's rough. It doesn't have to be exactly exact. And what you want to do is look for your recoiler hole. It'll be in here somewhere. That's where your string is going to go. So in this case, it's right here. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn that right over to the side where you're going to put your new thread. And then you want to lock it in place with the screwdriver. It should look like that. Hole lined up there, and hole lined up there. And then we're going to go to step 2. Now, since you don't have your old line to go with, cut off about 3-4 feet. That might be overkill, but you just at least want to have enough to go back inside here when you release the tension on the screwdriver. So in this case, I think we're going to go with 3. Don't forget to milt your ends. It makes everything so much easier. Once it's nice and melted, give it a roll around. Squish it down a little, and then it'll make it easier to go inside your recoiler. Alright, so then you want to go ahead, put that through there, and then get that through this hole here. Now, this one is on an angle. It's not as easy as the other one is, so you may have to use some scissors or something sharp inside there just to redirect it into the hole. Sometimes a coat hanger works well. Just whatever you got. You get the idea. There, and once you got that threaded through both holes, just pull in enough, tie your knot. Now, you can do one bend, one regular overhand knot. You could do 2. Once again, I like to go with something like a figure 8. It gives you more of a knot at the end, more something thick to prevent it from slipping through the hole. And cut your excess off and give it a burn. And there you go. So get that pulled through, give it some yanks, make sure it's not going to come undone. Keep tension on it, pull out your screwdriver. And it's going to feed itself in. Now, you're going to come down to the end, see it wants to suck in, do not let go. You'll find that out the hard way, because you're going to have to thread that hole in again, and it's kind of annoying. Now this one leaves a little slot, you can kind of put it through and it'll hold it. I don't ever trust those. Ask me how, or why rather. So just go ahead and put your screwdriver in again, or use the vice grips as previously explained. Alright, this is a 2-piece handle. This is a little different. So you can pop this off. See, it's got a little hole through there. You want to thread this through your handle first. Just like that. And then you want to thread this through this part. There you go. And then tie your knot. Don't forget to do that if you got a 2-piece handle, because you have to do it again. Ask me how I know that. There, once you got your knot, slip it down into your handle. And this little thing, so it's easy to go like that there. There, and it sits right in that. That goes right in there. And release your screwdriver. And there you got it. Check to make sure. Easy. Put it back on. And there it is. It's that simple. You've done it. You just saved yourself how much money and time taking it somewhere? No, you didn't even have to do that. You could just do it yourself. That's what we're all about here at Mend It and Send It. And that reminds me, if you like what you see here, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to mend it and send it. I'll see you in the next one.